What's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm texting my wife. All right, cool. The reason I'm doing this live is because this is something I've been wanting to do. And I figure why not? I'll do it live in case anyone has questions while I'm doing this. So what's going on is first, let me show you. Let me just show you what's going on. This is going to be the best thing to do. This is what's going on. What's going on is Google has answered ChatGPT. Google has answered OpenAI, and they're letting people look at it. So best way is to show you. All right, obviously I'm gonna have a video for how to walk a dog, right? But now we've got generative AI. So they're adding information up here, and so that's what I'm gonna talk about. So like they answered really quickly in the sense of ChatGPT is growing so fast. My thinking is they didn't want to do this. Their business model is ad driven, and so everybody's happy, everybody's making money, everybody's good. But they kind of got pressured to do it a little bit by let's say Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft, who has invested in OpenAI, so is directly inputting ChatGPT into Bing. So let's look at that real quick. So I don't even know if we go to Bing on a Chrome browser. Someone told me I think you had to use like their browser. No, I guess not. Let's try to ask the web something. So how can I make great pancakes? Right, so do we have some chat? Okay, so we got the chat up here, chat now. So that's generative AI going on up there. Honestly, I don't know what the normal Bing looks like. Like I have no idea really. You're one click away. All right, yeah, no. Have to use Microsoft Edge. So I'm not going to worry about that. But that's generative AI. But so what I want to do is play around with Google's SGE and what they're calling it here, SGE. So I didn't know what that was. I was like, what the heck? Like, what does SGE stand for? I didn't know what that stood for. Search generative experience, I think is what it stands for. Doesn't really matter. The whole point is generative AI in the search, basically combating OpenAI and ChatGPT. So what I'm gonna do is just talk and go through a bunch of searches and just play around, so you can see it. You can live vicariously through me. If you hop on while I'm doing this, then you can throw out something. I'll try to watch comments so that if you're on here and you want me to search something, we can see what it shows, what sort of results that it shows. What's really interesting to me is that sometimes it's going to throw out AI answers. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's going to throw out the SERP, so like normal responses. We're just not sure yet. We're really not sure. So they're in the middle of experimenting with this thing. But so all right. So forget Bing. So let's start here. So you can just see. Let's see how this thing works. So here's some tips for walking a dog. Cool. Show more tips. So all this is from the AI. So ask a follow-up. These are items that we can click over here. Need to make this section of the screen a little bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the full screen. So we have 3 options up here, and that's what I've heard. I've heard that being pretty consistent. I want to compare those options to the actual results page. So WikiHow, Caesar's Way, WikiHow. Where's the spruce? All right, so the spruce is way down here. So if you were to click, I'll say way down here. What number are they? YouTube's number 1, which as it should be. That's a great great search for video. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth. So I don't know if they're going to get clicks anyway, but kind of cool. They get an opportunity to earn a click right here. So it's almost like the ultimate snippet, which is kind of interesting. So, all right, but let's say that I interacted with this AI here. Let's say, what was the rule for walking a dog? All right, so we're doing more AI. I think while I'm playing around here, I'm not going to be super worried about the actual answers. I'm not going to say, oh, this is correct or this is not correct. I mean, obviously I care. I just don't. That's not the. I think the purpose of me doing this. The purpose of me doing this is just to kind of give you a view of just what it's about, and me play around, and you kind of see that too. So, all right. Why would I thumbs up, thumbs down? So ignore this Uber. This is a Chrome extension that I use. Uber suggest. So it's the normal results. And the links are like different too now, right? So like instead of blue, it's kind of interesting. It's just a different design. They've like modernized the design. The links, still meta information, still have a date. It's interesting. No date. That's kind of making me wonder. Do I have a date? I think I have dates like turned off on mine. Does that mean that it doesn't show up there? And would Google not show your results? That's something I'm actually gonna make a note of. So like dates. I don't know. I should already know this information, but I actually don't know the answer to that. If that stops them or whatever. So all right. So if we click here, what happens? Cool. We just go to that source. So neat. All right, so when I asked that second question, we've got different results here. So that's kind of cool. Rules, how to get my dog to stop pulling teeth. It's probably also going to pull 3 as well. Oh, pulling the leash. I said teeth. That's crazy. Wait, what? All right, here's some things you can do. So there's information. So in this one, Google's trying to sell me a leash. That's pretty interesting. So the question was, how do I get them to stop pulling on a leash and trying to sell me a leash? Here's some other ones. No photo previews on these. I say the photos are really important on these result snippets. I'm just kind of looking like I don't think I would click. I'm surprised they're even showing an example that doesn't have a photo. But that's all good. All right, cool. So wow, that's actually a bunch of leashes for sale. Bunch of things. Okay, cool. So then you go way down, you have that. Okay. All right. So let's start fresh. Tell me about the compound effect. And I'm saying that just because I was literally writing an article about it. We were talking about it. So like tiny, small, seemingly. Okay, cool. So this is that's kind of interesting. The background's different. The background's like a green color. It was a different color earlier, so that's kind of neat. Is it worth reading? But what if it's not about the book? Noticing no dates. 2016. Let's say, tell me about the theory, the compound effect theory. All right, generative AI. Now it's in purple. Cool, same kind of thing. Book summary, James Clear. It's a great book, by the way. If you guys have not read it, you should read it. I recently read an article. It's kind of talking about the compound effect and its ideas. All right, cool. How do I get a library card? Tell me, AI. Free within your app. Yep. Okay. So this knows that I'm in my area because Spanish Fort's right down the road from me. So that's kind of cool. It's pretty interesting. Let's click down the rabbit hole for this guy. So let's ask a follow-up. So what does having a library card mean? So it's more AI answers. I guess every time I click this, it's going to give me more AI information, I think. No, that time it actually gave me results. So that's kind of cool. So instead of an AI answer, it gave me some search results of what it means. So that's neat. Let me ask another one. Free online library card. So it's giving information from AI right here, and then it's giving some sources here. So that's cool. Okay. All right. What if I want to ask something important, like about my health, like how to lose weight fast? That's a good one. All right. How to lose weight fast. Let's see if they get involved in this. I think they put a disclaimer. It's like YMYL, your money, your health. So a medical provider can provide guidance, intermittent fasting, eating mindfully, tracking your diet and exercise. Here's 3 tips. We got Forbes, NHS, medical news. Say 12 tips. So that's almost like a snippet and that's straight from these guys. People also ask up here, and then we come down to some links. I mean, it's really good from a user standpoint. Yeah, from a user standpoint, their whole intention is to get good information into the hands of readers, right? Give people information quickly, and if people want more information, they want to be able to give them those resources for them to get off the path and go read. So it's making me think about content avenues and lanes. Why are people going to land onto a web page? They want to dive into something. They want to be entertained. They want to go deep on information, but just general information is no longer gonna cut it. All right. So let's try best credit cards. So straight to some sources here, right? Now I don't remember. Let's see. Let me look at that in an incognito tab to see what that would look like. Okay, some sponsored. You guys can't see this, but it's the only way I know how to do it. Sponsor. Okay, so it does have these drop downs. I was trying to see if it had these drop downs, but it does, like the regular search. I just didn't recall having these. I wasn't really sure. So, all right. All right. So points. So just big brands. So straight to big brands. How about should I get a credit card? Should I get a credit card? Should I get one? Yes or no? I mean, it's like a yes or no answer, but it's gonna be different for people. All right, straight to sources. They're not getting involved here. Should I get one? Why or why not? What's the best way to use a credit card? Team best ways. Tell him, Tracy. All right, cool. Best ways. All right, let's get in car stuff. I want to go camping in a Tesla. Can you easily camp in a Model Y Tesla? Model Y is what I should have said. Teslas are awesome cars to take camping because, of course, they're zero emissions. All right, cool. Cool. And we got the AI here saying, yep, spacious trunk. Okay, ask a follow-up. Say 3 guides here. Go to YouTube. Why does that YouTube not pull the image? I don't know. Is what it is. That's some tech issue right there. So test camp, get Jerry. Ask a follow-up. So scroll down. You got videos. Road trippers. Ooh, 10% cash back. My eBays must be turned on. Totally cool. No problem. Is it turned on? Yeah, I guess so. No bigs. Okay. Let's click and let's go. Let's see how many people can sleep in Model Y. I don't know. So it's going to generate another answer. Let's see, it's 5 people. For 1 person to sleep comfortable, 2 people can sleep relatively comfortable in a twin-size mattress foam. Stay warm, like charging your devices and ambient lighting. Others say you can't move around as much as you would in a normal bed. Yeah, it makes total sense. All right. So what is camp mode? Maintain lighting, play music. How does camp mode work? All right, let's keep clicking these. I want to see how long I can click these and it keeps giving me information. Camp mode versus dog mode. That's a different question. What's the difference? How long can it run in camp mode? Is that a different question? About to find out. Without charge, 60 or 70 days. Must restrict your settings to let it sleep. Okay, 15% of your battery, 10% bad weather. All right, how could I get at it? Since the clicking stuff, obviously I can roll around. I can go. I got to go all the way back up to answer a new question. Can I do it here? Experimental. If I may vary. What is this button? Okay. All right. So if I want to search, I have to go all the way back up. I don't know. How much do Tesla Model Ys cost? 47. So it's already telling me that's a snippet. It's already telling me that. So you telling me the same thing? Yep. Long range starts at 50, 275 miles. Top speed 0 to 60. Cool. Cool. How much does it actually cost? Since people also ask, that's still there. Let's Google my name. Who is this? Is kind of funny. I haven't thought about this yet. Scared. I'm really scared. Kind of terrified. Who's Brooks Cockle? He's an entrepreneur and side hustler with over 15 years experience. He has 19 plus income streams. He's a Udemy. He's native. He's a receiver. Okay. All right. That's a follow up here. So links to me. Fair enough. I mean, it's when I had hair. Okay. Cool. Where is Brooks Conkle from? I actually knew that, Mobile, Alabama. Native Mobile, Alabama. Okay. No worries. What is the future of SEO? Something I do know and something I've kind of thought of is like if you don't have the corpus of content, so if you don't create a ebbing beautiful web of content, no one can come into your funnel anyway. So even if there's going to be less search and less of Google sending people to your website, it's kind of interesting. I guess if people are trying to transact, okay, cool. But if people are trying to get more information and learn through someone's experience, I would think, like, my thinking out loud is that like they're gonna want to learn vicariously through someone. They're not gonna want to necessarily like trust a machine. I mean, maybe they will, but I think they want to learn probably from someone's experience, maybe. Okay, cool. It's going to be relevant for the foreseeable future. That's good. The global SEO market is expected to reach $122 billion. What does that even mean, SEO market? Like the rate for doing SEO itself? I'm not really sure. The growth rate, 8.4%. The future will be heavily influenced by advancements in technology, changes in user behavior, and the evolution of search engine algorithms. AI integrations, content meeting other okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, from what I see, like, we're totally gonna get less traffic, I think, from search engines. But I'm also sitting here thinking more people are coming online still. And this is the optimist in me. More people are coming online still. I'm still thinking that interacting with the search engine, rather than someone being frustrated and being like, I can't find the answer, they can flow and ask more questions, maybe a question they wouldn't even think to ask. And then look what happens. We get results. And then we get actually interesting content that I would want to read. Like, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I'd be curious that both of what these resources have to say. Neil Patel and Cora, like, oh, it's funny. Neil Patel's, I think, the one that answered that question on Quora. So that's interesting to me right there as an example, is that like I clicked an additional question, a question I didn't initially ask. I got given some resources and then went to those resources to have a look. It's like the question I didn't even know to ask, I got given that information, and now I'm going down a rabbit hole. So it's like maybe it'll be like the YouTube rabbit hole. Maybe search will become that. Maybe we'll get more traffic. Who knows? Maybe we'll get more traffic from the AI giving people more information and kind of sending them in directions that they're maybe interested in. So I don't know. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how this goes. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Who has access to this bad boy so far? The new search engine, and with generative AI, who's got this going on? And I don't know. I'm curious what your thoughts are.